Hello sprites, welcome back to the channel. Laynie here. So today's video is actually inspired by Tanny Games. She did a video doing this. She did one where she went through like a year review of all of her dream snaps, and I thought, how fun would that be? So we are going to go ahead and take a look at a year of my dream snaps. So grab a cozy spot, maybe some coffee, and sit back and enjoy the video. So we are going to actually head over to the starlightdreamers.com Dreamlight portal by Mr. Star. Thank you so much for creating this. This is such a fun little website that we could go ahead. Actually, it's not even little anymore. It's huge, where we can go ahead and share our lovely dream snap creations with everyone and check everyone's out. It's so fun, and it makes this video actually possible. So thank you. All right, let's go ahead and head over. So first off, we are going to go ahead and actually just take a look. So my first two dream snaps, I actually don't have a shot of them. I just have the results. So we're going to go ahead real quick and look at those results underneath this area first, and then we will get into them. I also do, as you can see, I have some where I do not have results, either no results, or I didn't do them at all. I was sick during this period, and unfortunately there were some issues there, so didn't do those. But let's take a look at the first one, which is the Dreamer's Ball. So for this one, very first one, to be honest, I'm not even sure. I don't even remember. All I do know is that I scored 84.18 and ranked 53 with 4,000 moonstones. So I was really excited first out of the gate that I got 4,000 moonstones. I'm like, are you serious? I think at the time we all also believed that was the only amount of moonstones you could get, or the highest amount you could get. So it was really nice to go ahead and have this results, and in the top 100 I was like, oh yay, this is great. So this is what we've got here. I really wish I knew what my snap was. It would be nice to be able to go back and see that, but at the time I was not taking shots of my photos, so I started learning a little bit later on. All right, next, we have the ocean views. This one I went ahead and ranked 417 with a score of 61.66 and 4,000 moonstones again. So I was really excited yet again. I got more moonstones, 4,000 and everything. I was like, yes, I am on a high. This is something fun to go ahead and do. And I was really enjoying this. And this, of course, is when we're just taking photos. I think we have some designs going on, but we're not actually really thinking about the logistics, I guess you could say, of what goes on for a dream snap. So I was pretty happy with that. All right, let's actually now get out of this area and just hop over to the home page of my portal, where we can go ahead and take a look at everything, because I now have some of my snaps. All right, first one, Earth and Air, or I should say third one. This one, I went ahead, this was before I even, like I said, really started decorating anywhere. So we have, I am in the Lion King realm, and I did an outfit. It definitely is a way too dark. I probably totally do some more, and I probably wouldn't go into a realm either if that's what I had to change. But we have 4,000 moonstones, a rank of 126 with a score of 72.17. So I play on PlayStation, so I think maybe people weren't quite doing that yet. This would definitely not get 4,000 moonstones if we were to do this again, if I were to submit this and everything. I do like it, but it's way too dark. The outfit is pretty cute. It was definitely, you know, earth and air, which it was hard to represent air, so I'm not sure. Maybe I felt like because of like the fireflies in the air that would help and everything. This honestly is more earth and water, but it worked, and I was very happy with the results. Okay. My goodness, we are going to have a lot to go through. Okay, fire and water. So this one is when we dropped our 4,000 streak. I think this is probably also around the time where people started thinking that we, you know, a little bit more about how their snaps were created, maybe the tags that were important, that a lot of people maybe were just getting the minimal tags at the time. We were just kind of figuring things out, I feel like. And this one I had hoped would do a lot better. I do feel like it definitely says more water, but it was supposed to be a spa. So I wanted to kind of incorporate how fire and water could work together. We have the fireplaces in the background and everything, and they would heat the spa water there. And it was just kind of a nice little idea, I thought. I was very bummed, obviously, having had 4,000 for the first three. And then we went ahead and go into this one. But it is still a fun one. I still enjoy it. There are things I would definitely change. Probably put a little more fire in there. I don't know. That would probably be the main one. But we have a rank of 1108 with a score of 67.3 and 2,500 moonstones. All right. Let's go to the next one. All right, this is rainbows. Now for rainbows, I wasn't feeling well. I know I wasn't. I wasn't into it at all, but I was trying to go ahead and put a snap in. And so I went ahead and made my outfit because it was an outfit challenge. This is what also kind of made me a little upset, is the fact that I felt like it's an outfit challenge. You should be just grading the outfit. But this is when I realized you people were also grading the entire photo as a whole. So here I have my outfit, my head red to orange to yellow, green, blue, with the shoes ending in being purple. And then of course I made a rainbow of flowers there, and I thought it worked pretty well. I can definitely see it getting the results it did even now. It would probably honestly even get a little bit lower now. But we have a rank of 2,091 with a score of 67.37 and 1,500 moonstones. All right, the next one is Dreamers Unite. So this is the first Dreamers Unite. I was really upset when I got these results because I was like, no, I'm getting really bad now and everything. It was just terrible. But again, at this time I was creating them, I had decorated spaces. So I was really just finding spaces that I had decorated to go ahead that I felt would work for the snap. I wasn't actually really creating in particular for that specific snap, so I was just kind of working it out, making it be what it was and everything. So here I've got like maybe a summer day picnic. We're here, maybe a cool summer day. We've got a little outfit there. It is really dark. I know a lot of people also don't necessarily like this pose with the fox because you're looking down and everything, so you're not really seeing outfit, all that other stuff. I probably fill in some more, of course. We have a rank of 5,246, 900 moonstones with a score of 56.68. Now, I believe this is my lowest rank. I guess you could say highest. I don't know. You want to say highest because it's up 5,000. I don't know. But lowest rank, I guess we'll go by. I definitely would do a lot to change this photo. I do like it still, but I definitely feel like it needs a lot of changes. All right. Let's go to the next one. So this is Forget Me Not. Now, I really liked this one. This was fun. It was kind of like the Forgotten inspired one. The only thing with this one is it's way too dark. It's still a really nice photo. It's probably the only time you could get away with having some of the night thorns in your shot. But I was playing with some foreground stuff, background, everything. We have our lovely phoenix in the background. We have a dark character there. We have some glow from the green lights, but it is in the Forgotten Land, so it's already very dark in there, so I should have definitely played with more lighting. Now, this shot would probably even do a little bit less, probably about 900, because it's just very dark, in my opinion. 1950, 2,500 moonstones, and 69.85 for a score. So it was a fun one to do, but again, another one I would probably do a lot of changes with. All right, the next one is Dreamy Kitchen. Now this one I was heartbroken on. I was still happy I got 1,500 moonstones, but I really felt it would do a lot better than it did. This was the first time I actually went through and really decorated. I had a kitchen and I was going to do the shot in the kitchen, but I did not like the kitchen. I was like, no, I wanted something more cozy. And I will admit, I spent hours on this one, which most people do now. That's what we do for our dream snaps. It's really hard to get not an hour into it and still not have anything. And that's just decorating, if alone the shot, you know, but I went ahead and did this. I love the idea of the coziness and everything, like a fall kitchen, like maybe your kitchen changes over the seasons and everything. I really got into the decorating, and it wasn't an outfit challenge, so it was mostly, you know, all in the decorating, but the angle I thought was fun because it again played with things in the foreground. And you had the back and center ground, you know, mid and everything. I just absolutely loved the shot, and I still do, because this is how my kitchen looks like in my valley to this day. So I still love this build, but it probably would need some more lighting. Maybe it was just not bright enough. Some of the stuff, I'm not entirely sure. Maybe it wasn't quite what people were looking for. This also showed, you know, you'd never know what people are looking for, and you kind of have to try and figure out. I think that's when I started feeling like, well, what is the community looking for? So still love it though. 1955, 1500 moonstones, and 68.57. Okay. Next, we are going to go Dapper Delights. Now, this one shocked me. I was so shocked by this. Rank 15. In the top 20, I did not think, I was like, really? This is the only time I think I've ever been this great for a rank, ever. And I still love it. It is a bit too dark. I did it during the twilight hour, and I was not facing the right way, but I wanted like the sunset there. We are in the plaza. And so like those trees and stuff are down in the meadow, so we're overlooking that. But I went ahead and did like a nice date night. And so we have the beautiful feather hat there. We have a dress from the Frozen collection. And of course I have Eric. I mean, his eyes are kind of saying it all, I guess you could say. But this is definitely kind of too dark of a shot. If I were to do it again, I'd try and make sure I turn myself so I get the light from the sun, so the better twilight. But I still love how it turned out. 4,000 moonstones and 86.14 for score. I mean, during this time too, I was not really caring about the tags. I was only getting tags that I knew I needed. If I was maybe one or two over, that's fine, but I was just concentrating on the tags that was asked, and so not too much on there. But I was shocked with this one. I still love it. There are changes I do, but yes, that was a fun one to do. All right, let's go next to Critter Love. We are at 4,000 with this one, a rank of 311. 81.55 for score. This one was a build I had already created in my peaceful meadow. It was my Mad Hatter Tea Party setup, and I thought what would be perfect since we were celebrating a critter that we had. I loved the little rabbit with the little top hat and waistcoat. Totally reminded me of White Rabbit. I went ahead and made myself look like Alice. I thought she looked great, and I had a couple characters in there. First time I was really trying to corral some characters to make sure they did some stuff in interaction, so that was definitely a fun thing to go ahead and play around. Of course, we have some flowers in the foreground. We had the background. I did add different things in there to kind of help make, you know, like the candy and everything, so there was some changes, but I still really like this photo. And the fact that it's more of a side view, so we're looking at that side instead of a frontal view for a character, that was also a different thing for me to try. All right, let's go ahead and look at the next one. It is Fun with Fall. Now, this one was so much fun. I had created a fall festival build in my valley for this. So that was a really one thing that was fun with DreamSnaps I found as I go through this, is the fact that a lot of these Snaps inspired builds in my valley that I either continued or made, and everything for that purpose. So that was really nice to help you get to go ahead and start decorating throughout your valley if you didn't know what to do. So I really appreciate that. This I really wish had done a lot better. I had so much fun. All the beautiful fall colors, and we've got some beautiful light in there from the sun. It helped reflect off those different colors. I thought it was gorgeous. It ranked 3,286 with a score of 65.57, 1,500 moonstones. I still kind of feel like maybe it deserved a little bit better, but there are things I feel like I could have changed. It was an outfit challenge, so again, I just probably wasn't at this time looking at the tags and everything, and I was going with what I liked the best for my outfit. And I do feel like anymore, a lot of people, we look at the tags most anymore. So I still really like this. I think my outfit's cute. Definitely something I would wear here in Montana on a fall day. So totally cute. Love it. Okay, let's continue on down. All right, next we have the Frightfully Festive. So this one was our Nightmare Before Christmas inspired one. I 100% can tell you right now, it is too dark. I would totally change. Like, my face is so dark. I even have like clown makeup on there and everything. It's just way too dark and stuff like that. At least I think I have makeup. I thought I had some makeup for this one. But I have my lovely little characters. We have our Zero. I love how his interaction is here. He is running and it's like he's looking back, like Stitch is almost chasing him. It is so cute. We have Stitch with a wagon. He's carrying some of my Sally potions right there. Everything. We are going down to the Haunted Mansion. I don't have Jack's house in here, but back here I do have his little Curly Q mountain. I can never remember what they call that, but it is right back there. So I think maybe that's probably why I didn't 100% get the best results. I mean, 2,500 moonstones is great. Rank 1276 with a 70.39 score. That's still really good, but those are things I'd probably change. Definitely have it more Nightmare Before Christmas inspired and a lot more light. Let's brighten that baby up a bit. All right, let's go to the next one. Okay, we are now Swashbuckle and Swagger. So this was a really fun one. I enjoyed this one. I went ahead and I created a build on my island. It actually, you can see a video. I do have it. It's a little pirate cove here right in front of Skull Mountain. We've got Prince Eric's ship back there like it's our pirate ship. This is kind of maybe where we stop off to go ahead and collect stuff, maybe even place our treasure, anything we need. This ranked 94, so I was so happy with how this did. 4,000 moonstones, 84.44 for the score. I will remember it just was raining and raining and it was stormy, dark clouds, but I think that actually helped this. I think it was the first time I was a little leery about doing it, but I think it helped with the photo and the shot itself. I did put a little border around. It was the first time I kind of played with a border, and I just did the basic black one, but I really love this shot. Honestly, I don't think I'd change anything, and I still think it would probably do very well even if we were to resubmit it today. So I enjoyed that one a lot. Okay, next one is Bedroom Beauty. So here we are up at 4,000 again. Love this. Within the top 1,000 for rank 743, score 76.07. Now this one was fun. I actually had a Beauty and the Beast build already, but I went ahead and just kind of vamped it and changed it up a little bit. So I especially since we got a lot of new items, so I wanted to add those items in there. And of course I wanted to be in a beautiful dress like Belle, literally dressing up to look like Belle is what I was doing. I was also playing with some of the light off to the side there from one of the windows and kind of seeing the reflections that it would do. I would probably maybe for changes maybe add a little bit more light because I feel like one side of my face is a little bit darker. The angle's fairly nice. It kind of definitely gives you that like you're looking at an angle and goes out triangle, so you know the center and almost angles outward. I do love this. There are things I'd probably change. I don't, I mean, maybe do the 4,000 again. I'm thinking maybe 2,500. I don't know, but I still really do like this shot. All right, let's look at the next one. Okay, where are we? Trick or treat. This one was a fun one. So we are in our 4,000 streak right now. This one I enjoyed. We have a rank of 260 with a score of 71.3. This one was so much fun. So I just kind of reused my like Nightmare Before Christmas build there and everything. We have the Nightmare Before Christmas set up there with the how many days till Christmas and everything with the Haunted Mansion. But here I am with Donald and Stitch, and we are trick-or-treating to Goofy, and apparently Donald was doing a trick instead of a treat, so that's kind of what we went with. And my costume, I was literally kind of doing a Cheshire Cat thing, but it was the darker version, like the Alice Madness Returns game. That's kind of what I was going for that version of Cheshire Cat. I love this photo. I think it's fun. I love how I have the characters. Again, I am playing with some more of obviously keeping them enclosed. We have a little bit, some of them are on obviously lock and key. They're hanging out with me while others are going ahead and just interacting. And I just love the interaction with Donald right now. It was a perfect photo. Maybe the only thing I would change is something up here. I'm not entirely sure, maybe light or something here, but I do like how everything's lighted. My face is lit up nicely. Characters are lit up. I really do like this photo. Okay, the next one we are going with is Something Wicked. Now this one kind of broke my heart. I got 600 moonstones. I really could not understand why. I did Cruella de Vil, and I did the scene from the movie Cruella where she walks into the ball and she lights her dress on fire, and it's a beautiful, or her cape on fire, and she has a beautiful red dress underneath. I love that scene. It's one of my favorites. And I thought this came out pretty well, but I think it just didn't replicate enough or come off enough for everybody to understand it or get the concept of it. So it was a rank of 10,930. So actually this is my worst rank, and score 55 of 83. It was an inside build, everything. So I had so many tags. Again, I wasn't quite in that tag area. I was playing with things and just, you know, playing with different things there, and stuff was working, stuff wasn't. And unfortunately, this was my shot that things just did not work. Okay. The next one is, where are we at? Okay, so now we're getting into the area where these two ones I don't have results for. I submitted them, and I did not get results back from Gameloft. And at that time, I did not know we could go ahead and message them for results. Like, I wasn't necessarily following Discord or anything, so I had no idea about that. And I was kind of really bummed on it that I didn't get results for those. And then the next three after, I did not do. I was sick during this time too. It was around Christmas, as I recall, and I just, or maybe even before Christmas, I don't know, but it was not a good period for me. So, but I'll at least show you these ones. So here is my Wally's garden. I really like this one. I thought it was really cute. I already had a build all set up for Wally. He has an area in my Sunlit Plateau, and I love how he's all situated. We have his garden here. We have like a little junkyard off over here for him and everything, and we just kind of included this. So we've got him with me. We are gardening. We are picking up a little rabbit because, you know, he's eating our veggies, and Mirabelle is helping by doing a little dance apparently. This was an outfit challenge, so I kind of tried keeping with like kind of the greens and browns for like a garden and everything. We've got gardening gloves, all that sort of thing. It does kind of block with the garden, so I don't know if that would have affected anything. I really wish I would have had some results for this, but yeah, this is my Wally's garden. Okay, and then the next one is the Dreamlight. So for Camp Dreamlight, again, I really wish I had results for this, but it is what it is. We are camping on the beach. So we have Buzz's RV. We have, you know, like little picnic tables all set up here. I've got Wally sitting on a little couch that sits outside. We have Mother Gothel in here for some reason. And we have Vanellope. She's waiting to toast some marshmallows. We've got nice little camp set up. We're going to go ahead and barbecue something there. We've got a radio, a hammock. I like this setup. I thought my outfit was kind of cute, fit well for like camping beach themed. And I really enjoyed this one as well. Sad, no results. All right, so I don't have the House of Mouse, Dreamers Unite 2, or Jeans because, like I said, I was sick. So I don't have any. I didn't submit at all for those. So I don't even have anything to go ahead and show you. So our next one then will be, where are we at? Under the Sea. All right, so for Under the Sea, we have a rank of 462. So in the top 500, which is great. 4,000 moonstones, score of 80.22. And for this one, I was literally doing like this could be Ariel's room under the sea. I'm dressed up as Ariel. I got a cute little sea turtle with me. We have a bedroom set up. We also have a bathroom over here for her. It's definitely feels under the sea with a bunch of like the corals and shells and everything. I was playing with a window lighting here. Like I was trying to give it so it gives some shadow effect. Like it looked like there was water peeking, or not water, but sunlight peeking through the water here. And the room is like supposed to be filled with water, that type of thing. Kind of like what the effect you get from the marble columns here. The one thing I would change is probably putting some more light in here. The window play was fun, but it did give some shadow on my face, which I'm not too happy about. Maybe even play with some different foreground items and everything, but I still really do like this. I think again it was one of the ones where I was kind of concentrating on some tags and really playing with different items and actually creating a build for the snap itself. Okay. My goodness. Next one, Holiday Cheer. All right, with this one, we are lost on our 4,000 streak. I guess you could say it was a streak. If I didn't, I don't know. But anyway, we have 1,500 moonstones, a rank of 3,619, score 73.11. This one was so much fun. I enjoy it. Christmas is my favorite time. I kind of made like a little Santa. Like this is his main seating living room area. These chairs are for him and Mrs. Claus with some cocoa. They're reading some books. I guess you could say I'm dressed up kind of like Mrs. Claus. And of course we have Merlin in his Santa outfit. We have some lovely treats and cookies here. We've got our cute little squirrel that's like a little snowman. All things Christmas, really. I'm not entirely sure why it didn't do so well. I know PlayStation is sometimes hard to get 4,000. It depends on how many people go ahead and participate in the snap. So that could have been. The only thing I could think of is maybe a different angle, like the seats here. Maybe have a chair here or something instead of right there. Maybe just a different angle for the snap itself. It was built indoors, but I do like it. Maybe a little bit more light as well. So. Okay, let's go ahead. Move on to the next one, which is A Day at Disney. So this one, we are at 1,500 moonstones with a rank of 3,203 and a score of 57.35. So this one, I really was not feeling it. I also have never been to a Disney park, so I kind of didn't know what, I was just dressing up in a fun outfit is what I was doing. So I'm like, well, I don't know. So this one, again, didn't really feel it. I had some stuff in the foreground. I'm thinking maybe the balloons there kind of hurt me because it like cut off half of the picture, to be honest. We got the cute little capybara. I wanted to include him in this pose with some of the little sparkles, like it was Disney magic happening. We found a character in Disney, that sort of thing. I did have a theme park when I first built it. It was on my beach, so I just kind of threw my castle in the background there. I thought, I'll just include this. So this really was not like To be honest, it was probably half-assed is what you could say. I didn't really put a lot of effort into this one, and it shows, and I think it would even probably even do worse than what it's got now. All right. Let's go ahead and look at the next one. Okay, we are now at Out of the Toy Box. We are back into the 4,000 Moonstones with this one, so I was really happy with this one. It was so much fun. We have a rank of 857, so top 1,000, with 71.98 for our score. So here I literally just did my like total. I would want this for a kids playroom if I was younger. This is what I would want, and I thought it was so fun. I love how I have stuff in the foreground. I like the angle that it's at. I love all the different items. It's very bright and colorful. I am like going off of like we are going through, you know, playing dress up. We have the Incredible Squirrel there. We have Woody there. I'm dressed as Bo Peep. I really liked how this all turned out. And I love it. I don't think I would change anything. Maybe add a little bit more light somewhere. I'm not entirely sure. My character's lit up pretty well. I mean, there's always some changes that could happen, but I am very happy with this one, and I would totally go ahead and submit it again. All right. Next is Winter is Here. So this one I am playing with a border for the second time, but I am also playing with filters for the first time. So this one I was not sure how this would go over. I am so happy it hit the 4,000 Moonstone mark. We have a rank of 1355 with a score of 76.33. This was a lot of fun, and the fact that I managed to catch Elsa reading a letter and you can see the print on there, I thought that was like, oh, that's so great. The angle's a little bit different. I would probably change. We of course we're building snowman is what we are doing, and we have Olaf to go ahead and help us with it. We also have an area for hot chocolate in the back. I'm definitely a purple girl, so my outfit with this outfit challenge had to be in purple inspired. So I love the outfit. It's definitely something I would wear. Very cute. And yeah, I probably more or less just maybe add a little bit more light because I feel like it's dark even with the filter on there. I don't know, maybe even change the angle, but I really like this. And first time using this, I mean, like, you gotta really be careful when you use borders, because unless they're gonna help enhance your photo, yeah, you don't want to use that. And so this was like my test of like, oh, this one's a bit bigger than that black one. Will this work? I think it did work. It definitely helped the photo out a bit, and I feel like the results show. Okay, let's go on to the next one, which is Arendelle Showcase. So this was a lot of fun. This one actually, I had already had this area kind of created more or less. I just went through and added some things. What was kind of fun was that we had the smoky, it was snowing a little bit, but we had that winter fog. Like, you can't see when you have a lot of snow coming down maybe an area, you've got it coming in, and everything is just slightly peeking out through the distance. I love that I was able to do the image from the actual ice bridge itself. I like how that shows in the foreground and even in the midground where we're standing there. It's almost like my character, which is Elsa, is kind of looking off in the distance, like, do I go back home or do I go on my adventures, kind of the feel. We have Anna there, and she is waving to her favorite friend Olaf, and it's a really fun picture, and I really enjoyed it. Got the 4,000 Moonstones, rank 1054, score 65.13. I really like this, and I'd probably do it again. I'm not entirely sure if it would go ahead and do so well, especially since it is a back shot, but because it wasn't a clothing challenge, I felt that it was safe to go ahead and do that, but I really like how it turned out. Let's go ahead. Take a look at the next one. We are making our way. All right, Sports Savvy, we lost our 4,000 streak. We went down to 1,500 Moonstones, a rank of 3093 with a score of 68.43. So this one, I was in the process of redoing my Peaceful Meadow, and I was working on Goofy's, actually, just happened to be, so it worked out pretty good. So we made, like, over here actually is where Goofy's house is, so it's like he comes out, this is his dock to the little pond area, and it's his own personal fishing area. So for Sports Savvy, I thought it would be fun to go ahead and be fishing with Goofy. We've got him with his reel up in the air. He is on to something on that reel, and he is reeling it in. We've got the little capybara just hanging out doing its own thing. I've got some waders there. I'm definitely in a fishing attire. This one, I do feel like possibly the reason why it didn't do so well is maybe some people don't see fishing as a sport. I'm not much of a sports person anyway, but to me, fishing is a sport. I mean, they actually have competitions for it. So that could be why it didn't do so well. Everybody was a lot of time doing like either hiking, they were doing, you know, yoga, or they were out doing something, lifting weights with Gaston. That's kind of the vibes everybody was going off of. And I went a different direction, and sometimes that's not always the best thing to do. And it can show in your results if that's not what the community is looking for at the time. But I do like it. I might just fill in some space, change a little bit, maybe have some lighting. My face isn't too badly lit, but even maybe a different pose, maybe change it where it's more frontal with me and Goofy. That's kind of the only changes I could think I would do. All right, let's take a look at the next one. All right, so it came from outer space. So here we went down even a little bit further. 1,200 moonstones, a rank of 3129 with a score of 47.99. So this one I kind of hoped would do a lot better. Here I was kind of playing with and trying to, you know, work with tags. This one I had, it was like a Lido deck to a spaceship. We have Eve there. She's waving and interacting with me, trying to get my attention. We have our botanist who is studying all the different types of plants and everything. We also have another character over there that's kind of like maybe the doctor, and she's doing some stuff on the computer. We have our captain who is by the DJ booth, which is actually kind of like his deck computer there, and he's maybe having a conference call, which is what those Wally banners are. It's like that's the image that shows up, and then when they're not with someone, you have the lovely space window like you were flying. But I thought this would do a lot better. I think it speaks very space to me. I even think the outfit kind of does, but I think maybe if I actually wore the space suit a little bit better, maybe that would have helped it. Even though it is not an outfit challenge, it was a decor challenge, it still didn't do as great as I hoped it would. All right, the next one is freestyle. So this one was so much fun. So at the time I was kind of on a kick. I had just created my labyrinth, which was inspired by the movie Labyrinth. So I was sporting this lovely outfit, which reminded me of David Bowie's character Jareth, and so I wanted to go ahead and continue with that. So that's pretty much what I did, and it's almost like this is like my little goblin creature right there, and we are hanging out in the labyrinth. I love how this all looks. This is actually the center of my labyrinth. So here we ranked 489, so in the top 500 with 79.1 and 4,000 moonstones. So I was really happy with this one. This was a lot of fun to do, and yeah, I totally do it again. I don't know if it would get its results that it did though, but it is definitely freestyle. I even feel like it is a lot of what we are coming up with for this week, so that should be interesting. All right, the next one is Minnie Mouse's House of Mouse. So or Festival of Hearts, excuse me. So this one, it was inspired obviously for kind of like a Valentine's Day dinner special where Mickey and Minnie are having a special dinner, and I am the chef bringing it to them. We have this in our plaza, and it looks down off to the back end there is towards the Peaceful Meadow, which this is the first time I actually really paid attention and tried to get as many tags as I possibly could. So I did what I was seeing a lot of people do, where they went and did a lovely garage sale behind their build to go ahead and catch as many tags as possible. I think at this point I was up above 100 with this one. and everything. You wouldn't think that, but I was. And so we kind of just went with it. And Mickey and Minnie were not cooperating either, and I don't think I had the dress for Minnie yet, so that's why she is in her polka dot. So they weren't matching outfits. I hadn't quite really figured out how to corral very well still at this point. I was doing my best, but I would have liked them both to be sitting, but what we got is what we got. Again, I am trying with the twilight hour, and I am not making it work. We're on the wrong side of lighting here. I wanted the beautiful rainbow sky, but it is still too dark. We definitely need more light in that to go ahead and help this photo. It probably would not get the 4,000 now. There are a lot of changes I could feel, but I still really like the photo. Okay, next we are Savannah style. And the last one was 4,000. I don't know if I went through that, but we got 4,000 with that one. Actually, let's quick go back. I don't know if I said all that stuff. We got 230, 4,000 moonstones, 83.95 for score, just in case. All right, Savannah style, we are still at our 4,000 moonstones. This one, I love this shot. I still do. The only thing I might change is just a little bit more lighting, because the palm trees and all the trees I had were kind of blocking it. As you can see, if you were to look towards the back of the photo, there's a lot more light. But this one, we are rank 104. Woo! So literally just above the top 100, score of 76.52. This was an outfit challenge, so I tried my best to go ahead and get an outfit that was very Savannah-like jungle feel. I feel like it's way too dark though, and that could be why I want some more lighting down below. It just blends in a lot there. I love the interaction with Simba and Nala, the way that they're looking. She's looking at me, he's looking back at me. We have a snake. Don't like snakes. First time I chose to go ahead and use this critter, and the interaction was actually pretty cute. So I love this photo. Yeah, I just more or less probably add some additional lighting to help brighten it up. It definitely feels Savannah-ish, and you've got the sunset type style. So that would probably be what I would change. Okay, the next one is Villainous Lair. All right, so we are now back under 4,000 moonstones, but not too far. We have 2,500 with this one, a rank of 1756, and a score of 73.97. So this one, I was kind of trying to play with using those starlight projectors and everything. I thought that would be a lot of fun to try and use those. I was also playing with the fact that we have those big orb glowy things that we got with the DLC when they showed up here for the time bending. I kind of wanted it like it was above the cauldron here. I also was playing with different ways to frame the shot. So we have a vine going there. I'm thinking, I'm not so sure why this didn't do very well. I'm thinking it's maybe too dark, or maybe I was trying to do too many effects at once, and so they weren't playing off of each other correctly. Like we even have some smoke from Scar's little cooking pots and everything. But the idea was my photo is like you were coming up and walking in on something, you know, an image. You were a voyeur. That's what I'm thinking of. And so I love my character. I love that the fact that at this time we are playing with, you know, like the monstrous items to make us look more non-human. But I think it's still a really nice shot. Maybe if I was zoomed in a little bit better, it would have done better. But I really was trying to play with this this framing of the vine, and so that's why I was zoomed out that far. But I think it's still pretty good. I definitely feel like that's probably an accurate score now that we go along. That's probably accurate, but I still really like it. All right, the next one is Fur, Feathers, and Scales. We are back up with 4,000 with this one, so that was great. I did it to be inspired by foxes. I love foxes, so I kind of made myself look as much as a red fox as I could. So we got the cute little hairstyle that looks like you honestly have ears, and it of course plays with different colors in there. We've got reds, oranges, and yellows, almost like, you know, a fox fur would have. Again, we have foxes. I'm also wearing the cute little fox backpack, lots of reds, definitely playing off all of that. And this was actually done over by my Mad Hatter Tea Party area, so we kind of were using that space there, playing with flowers and everything. I love it, but then I don't like it. Like, I do not think this would get 4,000 moonstones. Again, it did rank 1550, score 6784. I definitely feel like this has a lot of changing to do to go ahead and make it a 4,000 moonstones, but I was so grateful that I got that anyway. So I still like the shot. Again, people have an issue, I think, with this seat pose. So if you don't quite get it right, especially it was a, you know, it is an outfit challenge, so that might have not been the best pose, but I am so happy with it. All right, let's go ahead. The next one, where are we? Oh my goodness, it is DIY theme park, and we are off our 4,000 again. I have this kind of like, I feel like I do really well, and then I slowly go down, and then I jump up and I do well, and it's kind of a pattern. This one, I definitely feel like this is appropriate. It was rank of 8,031 with 59.87. At the time, I was actually moving my theme park over to Eternity Isle, and I was in the process of creating it, so this did not come off how I wanted it to at all. I will admit I'm not happy with this shot at all. I do like that I have different characters in there, like you can see Eve in the background right up here. You have Beast, Rapunzel's like she's painting my portrait with the castle. We have cute little adorable Wally doing some dancing, and we have Eric. So there are some things that I do like about it, but to be honest, there are more things I don't like about it. So I feel this score is pretty accurate for it, and it would definitely be, probably maybe even do a little bit worse if we did it again. So, all right. The next one is Chill Summer. So we went up a little bit with this one. This one I really do wish it did a lot better. I'm not entirely sure why it didn't do very well. I feel like it was definitely that area, the vibe it was going for, like, you know, a cooler summer, maybe we're just going springtime or whatever. This one was a confusing one. I think a lot of people were a little bit confused on it, and so not entirely sure where to go. We have a lot of characters in this one though. We have Rapunzel in the background, we have Mirabelle here, we also have Vanellope, and of course the expression from Olaf is absolutely adorable in this. We're out here having a picnic, we're in the area between, like, this is actually Elsa's cave, and that's going up to the Frosted Heights. So I kind of did a space where we've got half winter a little bit and half more summer coming up, but maybe it just ended up being too much winter. My outfit is to go ahead and keep warm. We've got maybe a skirt, we've got some boots and everything. Maybe that's why it didn't do very well, because I mean, it is an outfit challenge. Maybe it wasn't summery enough, but I kind of wanted to blend. I mean, you want to keep warm still. But this wasn't too bad. 1,500, 37.54, 59.47 for a score. So I still really like this. There are things I probably could try and change, different layouts and everything, maybe even a different angle, but I thought it was a really fun snap. Okay, next one, Ancient Aesthetics. So we are going up a little bit more. 2,500 moonstones, 1472 and 78.25 for our score. So this one, I actually went ahead and created a build for this. There is a video too. This is our lovely Medusa's temple, and this is the entrance to her temple. And so we go off here, obviously in the background we have the temple, we have areas for her to seat and go off to the side here, but I have us using the Roman or Hercules columns, they're like Roman-y Greek kind of columns, so we're using those. Of course we have Phil here, the cute little guy there, and I have my character all dressed up as Medusa. I love that we got the monster abilities because that definitely helps make different characters. We have a snake, and I also played with doing a different facial expression here instead of just smiling, like giving her a more monstrous look. And we are using Ursula's outfit here. This one, I'm thinking the reason why it didn't do as well as I had hoped, it could be the angle. Maybe if I also moved my character further back, it would have done a lot better. But I kind of wanted to show like the temple as the background and this kind of mid foreground center sort of thing going on. So, but I still really like this, and I still have this build actually in my Eternity Isle. I just kind of extended it, made it a little bit bigger, and blended it into the space. But I still really like this. All right. Next one is Superhero for a Day. So this one, we are still at our 2,500 moonstones. This one I actually did for my husband. He asked me to go ahead and do a D&D build. So that's exactly what I did. And I think the reason why it didn't do as well is because it was kind of D&D. It wasn't like, you know, Batman, Spider-Man, that type of superhero. Everybody was, you know, using the Incredibles outfit and everything. I wanted to do something else because I always think when you have the D&D, you have your adventurers, and they're like heroes in a way because they're going out doing things to help other villagers or this or that, you know. Here they have entered a lovely treasure trove area. They have opened up a chest and out pops a mimic monster. Not safe at all. And of course our group is going ahead and fighting. My character is a mage, so she's practicing some magic. I'm using one of the starlight projectors there to go ahead and represent that. I also chose to play with another little thing, and maybe I added too much. That could also be as well, but I chose to use the orb light and had it inside and had it looking so it had the reflection, like, you know, part of my magic and power. We're also playing off of that from my character. And we have the 3 different characters there in my party. You know, we've got the knight, we've got our, you know, maybe our wise man of sorts, you could say, and then maybe our healer. And we have our little companion crow there helping us out as well. So this was a lot of fun. 1829 with 67.74 for the score. I did enjoy this, and the fact that I enjoyed it and I designed it up for my husband is all that matters. So 2,500 moonstones, totally worth it. But the thing that I would change would probably going on the route of like the Incredibles, more superhero style than what it came off as. All right, next one is us back up at our 4,000. Now, I loved this one. So this was my Moana area, and I actually, when I created this, I went ahead and extended it for this snap. And I chose to do, like, we are having a girls' night barbecue. We are not cooking the pig. Don't worry. But we've got Moana here, even though she's giving me the side eye. And we have Mirabelle and, of course, Rapunzel. My character looks beautiful. She is definitely in a beachy theme, like we are totally in Moana's village. And this is the way you do a twilight hour snap. This is the perfect way. I finally got it down and everything. I love the foreground. I love how it lighted up my character. She looks so cute. I like that she's kind of off to the side. It's not a full frontal and she's looking. I just love this whole photo. There are probably some things I would do a little bit change, like maybe not have Minnie's house in the background, but I do really like this photo, and I am so happy with the rank of 86 and a score of 82.6. 4,000. Love it. It was so nice to get back up in that bracket. All right, the next one is our Monster Sona. So we are still in our 4,000. Whoops, I totally made that bigger. Let's go back here. Here we go. We have our Monster Sona. So we've got our snap here. We are in the 4,000 with a rank of 306. So still within the top 500, 71.96 for our score. My inspiration was the Monster University, where they're in the library and they're doing their competition where they have to be really quiet. So we have our lovely large monster in the back, the librarian behind her counter there, ton of books. We have a lot of different little monster stuffies around here to act as different monster characters. I myself am a student. I mean, I could even be the librarian. You never know. But my outfit for this one, I totally went out. I even have the little cute little pantaloons from Bo Peep underneath there. So I really kind of paid attention to some of my tags for this one, trying to get the most tags as possible. for my outfit. I really like this. The most I would maybe do is have a little bit more lighting in area, but I still really enjoyed this snap, and I think the 4000 definitely works for it. And I think it would probably still do pretty well even today. All right, my favorite. This is actually one of my all-time favorites. So obviously I love fairies. And so here is my little fairy character. Originally I was going to try and do Rosetta and everything for all the flowers because in bloom, that's the first thing that came to mind. But my character's not quite her, but she's still a flower fairy. And she has a beautiful bird up here. This is when we first got the lovebirds and everything. And I chose to go ahead and use the greenish one, but I'm thinking I probably, if I were to change anything, maybe go with the pink one. That might help pop it out. But we have some of the lanterns from Rapunzel to help with lighting. I love the stance that my character's in. I went ahead and threw all these flowers everywhere. This is actually where I have my flower shop. We are in the meadow here. And I just love how this turned out. I even love that I have like my little heart castle in the background. So yeah, 367, 84.56, and 4000 moonstones. My absolute favorite dream snap to do. All right, the next one is our royal celebration. So this one, we went ahead and did it in my Beauty and the Beast build. This is one, again, I am playing with a filter. I'm also playing with some of the other items that have a little bit of sparkle to this because I wanted to go ahead and make it magical as we have Fairy Godmother here. She is making my outfit all pretty for us to go to a royal celebration. This is also the first time I got a Mickey cloud in one of my shots. I am so excited that I got this cloud. I don't know if I've had any other ones ever since, but I am so happy for that Mickey cloud. But I love this, and the filter I think works pretty well. It helps enhances it. It's again one of those things you don't want to use it unless you can enhance your shot. And the fact it kind of gives that burn away look, like, you know, when you have old photos, if the heat gets to them, they kind of start having this faded look, but I feel like it helps with the magical feel to the photo, and I do love this shot. It ranked 546. It scored 87.03. I believe I did put some items down and did a little bit of the garage sale towards the back lower area to get some of those score on the tags and everything. But oh, I love this shot. It's up there with being one of my favorites to do. The only thing I could possibly maybe thinking of changing, I don't know, is maybe angle wise, that sort of thing. I'm not so sure. I still do though think it would do very well if we were to submit it again. All right, top it all off. We are still in our 4000 mark. Rank 1404 with 65.95. This one was a fun one. I'm not entirely sure why I felt I had to have Daisy here. I know she was first, she just came to the valley, and so I think I wanted to include her, and I thought she'd be real cute. But we are doing a Mad Hatter tea party. My character is dressed up as the Mad Hatter. We've got a cute little white bunny here, and I have this now set up in my Forest of Valor next to the little mushroom house, which is back there. To be honest, I like it because I love Alice in Wonderland, but I don't like it. I don't even know if it's worth 4000 moonstones even now. I totally maybe changed the angle. I don't know. I was like going with something with this post, and I wanted the vine of the sunflowers, and I don't know what I was really kind of going with, and I think maybe I just wasn't feeling it, but I was trying my best. But I am so happy nonetheless with the results. I don't know if it would do very well though now, so. All right, and the next one is theme park, and we are still in our 4000. Yay! This one was so fun. So this actually DreamSnap helped inspire my theme park, and the fact that we got a lot of new theme park items, it just helped pull my entire theme park together. So I did this build and I just went from there, and my theme park was done. I was so thankful for this, so that really helps out a lot when these builds can do that for me. It's inspiration there. Here of course we have our little snack bar area. We've got some cute little stands. We've got popcorns, the pretzels. We got other places to eat, and the characters, of course, we've got Oswald. He's really excited to be here. I thought my character was definitely dressed for a theme park. She's got the badge, little lanyard going on to collect all the pins, and I've got my cute little Milo character. First time I used him, I finally got him, and I wanted to include him in one of my snaps. We've got the Mickey and Minnie fountain back there for Toontown. And of course, we can't forget Stitch. He's out there looking all cute, dressed up for the theme park. And I think this is great. It ranked 583, top 1,000, 75.48, and 4,000 moonstones. I'm very happy with this shot, and I really like it. The only thing I maybe change is try not to have the shadow, but the shadow is actually from one of these. You can kind of see it off to here, so that's the only thing I maybe try and change, and I don't know, maybe even put some more balloons back here, but I still really like this shot a lot. Okay, the next one is Your Luck's Look. So with Your Luck's Look, I really enjoyed this one. This was fun. We did this on Eternity Isle up in the dunes area. And of course you can see that we have the Aladdin Sultan's Palace in the background there. And I thought that was kind of nice because I could play on the depth of the picture. We have something really far off that still stood out, but we have everything in front of it. And it is lower down as well. So because you have the height difference to the build there. But this was actually more inspired by The Mummy. I am Evelyn. And of course, Donald is Rick O'Connell. We won't say anything past that point, all right? But that's kind of what my inspiration went with. We were going ahead and we were archaeologists. We had just discovered this area full of treasure and we were investigating it. And I think it turned out great. I love it. I love the character interaction, especially with Donald. He's like running past me and looking up like, oh my gosh, we maybe set off a trap. What are you doing? Why are you just standing there? That sort of thing. But I do like this. The only sad thing is the rank. It's a great rank, but it's scary. I'm superstitious, so the rank of 666 is not really appropriate. 4,000 moonstones and a score of 70.8. I don't think I would honestly change anything. I really like how it turned out, and I'm still very proud of it. Even the light, like my face is lit up well. Everything looks really nice. I'm very happy with this, so I think it's still, we're not too far off from it, so I think it would still do fairly decently. All right, treasure trove. We had so many treasures right after each other. We are still in our 4,000. I think this is almost the longest or the longest 4,000 streak I've had, with a rank of 231 and a score of 88.4. So this one, again, we are on Eternity Isle for this. We are in the more tangled jungle part. We've got our waterfall in the background. My idea was like we are way back in a jungle and you would have to trek very far to go ahead and find this treasure trove where the pirates have hidden it. And of course we have Pirate Donald. So I included him in both my snaps for treasure. I mean, his uncle is a treasure boy. I think he probably is too secretly. We have our cute little pirate parrot. This one I have them actually moving to where there's free, not in an actual pose with me. And of course we have our lovely piratess, I guess you could say. But I think this was fun. We also have the Fountain of Youth because I feel like that is definitely something the pirates would be searching for, and if they had it, they would probably want to keep it safe as well, and it would be a part of their treasure trove. So I really enjoyed this one. I like it a lot. The only thing maybe I would possibly change is maybe have it a little zoomed in more, but I feel like if I did that also, I'd lose all the treasure piles because they are big and everything. It would maybe lose that little bit of look like you are having to travel deep in the jungle to get off. But I do like this, and I love that 231, 88.4, and 4,000. It's a very nice snap, and yeah, totally do it again. All right, the next one, we lost our 4,000 streak here. Now, this one, I kind of figured that would happen. This is our cooking with friends. And so I kind of went a different route. Everybody was actually showing the cooking event per se. My cooking was already done. We have a row of pizzas there, which Ariel is trying to pick out which kind she likes and everything. And so it's all afterwards. It is a slumber party. So we have our starlight projector there, which is kind of like supposed to be projecting the Lion King on the wall. That's where our movie screen is. We have Belle doing the popcorn. We've got Rapunzel excited. My character is sitting down. This was the last time I think we could create a snap that would include our companion. So I have the cute little royal fox there. I'm all dressed up in slumber party attire, which could also be why this did not do well. I am sitting there. That is more probably the chance. You don't really see my outfit. You know what it is, but you don't really see it. It's very far away. And so it would have probably done better if I zoomed in. I feel like that would have enhanced the photo a lot better and maybe helped with my results. But I knew I was doing something different and there was that chance of not getting the 4,000 moonstones, but I do love this. Okay, the next one, we are back into our 4,000 streak. Yay! Alrighty. Or I shouldn't say streak. It's a little streak. But 4,000 results we have for our Dreamlight market. So here I am in the Wild Tangled again. We've got our little boat up there, as you can see. We also have in the background our little Mickey water tower. My character is pretty much, she's here with her bike, like she just got finished purchasing some flowers from our cute little flower stall, Wally. Here we also have other characters that are out shopping. We have Belle and Minnie. We have a little space to get some coffee. We have Gaston selling some meats. We have stalls for veggies over here and fruits. We also have Goofy's stall, and back here we have Mirabelle selling some fabric and her sewing skills. And this one I think was really cute. It turned out well. We did do this on a live as well. I wish my character was smiling, but that's just me personally. But I do love the interaction between everybody. Like Wally's here, and I just love it. I think it's really cute. 4,650 for rank and 84.82. The only thing maybe I would change is maybe some of the background, different looks. Like this is water back here, so I don't know, on the other side maybe put trees, that sort of thing. That's the only thing maybe I would slightly change and just add a few additions. All right, the next one is Sugary Style. All right, with Sugary Style here, we are in our 4,000, rank 751, so in the top 1,000 with a score of 70.71. Now, Vanellope's area is actually included on Eternity Isle with my theme park. It's kind of like my little sweet treat area. And so we've got the sweet house in the background. Vanellope's house is actually kind of over here. It's out of the, you only see like this little bit with her gumdrops and stuff, but we've got her racing car here. We have the first time I chose to use the fireworks. So I have a firework like over here that I shot off, which gives the confetti look. And then I have a firework over here and one over here for these ones in the back. I'm kind of excited that I managed to get like this little glow bit right there. And it's actually fairly centered with the photo. I'm not much one for candy sweets, but I do love chocolate. So my inspiration was actually kind of this little cute little meringue squirrel, because he's got some chocolate fudge on him there, and that's what I included for my favorite candy treat. Of course, I dressed up in a cute little candy outfit. I love the hair. I mean, my hair is pink and purple already, so this totally is something for me, and I love the characters. We've got Vanellope and Oswald joining us, so this is not a bad one. I had fun with this one, except for the fact that it took like 2 hours or something just to take a shot because it kept raining. That's the only thing that sucked. But I am very happy with how it turned out. And the only thing I might change is maybe, I know this is waterfall, and this is the little island area by the docks. So it's kind of hard to do some additions, but maybe something different over here, fill in some space. Also, I would change these candies. I love them, but they look like little poops because they're so dark. I don't want to say they look like little poops, but they do. So I would maybe try and get more of the like the broken items that you find with your time bending that are a little sucker and put those ones. I think those would have been a better addition. But otherwise, I like the photo. Okay, let's go to the next one. Stitchable fashion. Okay, I guess I have to change my thing. This is like my all-time favorite because it's got Stitch. Okay, so this one, again, this helped inspire a build for my beach. So I went ahead and continued after creating this build to go ahead and do a strip of beach for this. So we have a nice little coffee shop area. Stitch and I are having coffee and coconut cake. Now I don't like coconut cake, so the Stitch cupcakes are mine, but we are in agreement on coffee. We also have a cute little wagon there to go ahead and, you know, have some to-go items with us. But I am trying out the hey pose, which I managed to go ahead and get him to completely disappear, so that is perfect. I like how we have different poses. Part of me would also like different pose interactions with different characters if you were to have them in your shot, so that would be kind of fun. But we have Stitch here in his cute new Hawaiian outfit. He looks adorable sitting there. The only thing I'd probably change is kind of fill in this space a little bit different, like maybe add a little bit more to this area. I feel like it feels a bit open, but I do like it. Maybe even, I know it's like on the Sunset Beach, maybe I should have turned myself so we'd face that way, but then we would lose out on this. So maybe a little bit too dark with my face there, but I love the outfit. Definitely blue and Stitch vibes. We are matching with our hat. All right, the next one we are down. This one I was disappointed in because this one I guess confused me. Dreamlight Art Gallery. I felt this shot was very much of an art gallery. Woo! So I guess I'll zoom in on it. So we've got our lovely shot here with all of our artwork on the wall, every different artwork here, all different. And then we have some of the sculptures, I guess you could say, that would be the 3D items and everything that are added. And I thought this would be perfect. Wally and I are on a date. We're all dressed up. We are matching. He's so excited. I caught him just as he is dancing. Maybe it would have been better if he wasn't the back version of him, but I thought this was a perfect shot for an art gallery. But it only got 900 moonstones. It ranked 8202 with a score of 73.57. I know when I took it, I thought maybe it was too simple, especially since I had been seeing other people's shots. They were very full. There was a lot going on, but at the same time, I was also seeing some that did not read to me art gallery. So I don't know. I feel kind of bad about this one. It definitely kind of put me down, and I felt like I had lost inspiration maybe, or I wasn't quite getting what was looked for. But I still really do like it, and I'm very happy with it. I guess maybe things I could change, different wallpaper, different setup, like instead of having all this set. I don't know, because I don't know what people were looking for really with this one. It's hard to say what I would change. Okay, let's go back if it will. All right, the next one we got up though, we definitely increased for this one. Timeless Magical Style. This is an outfit challenge. 2,500 moonstones, rank 1955 with 74.5 for our score. So this was the Merlin inspired, like ancient timeless type of magic. Obviously that says it in the title, but I went with having a fairy fae creature here, like maybe she was practicing magic and everything, and she started changing. She didn't originally look like this, like maybe she didn't have blue skin. We're also in the winter woods, which could explain the skin. There was just, I felt like a lot of different explanation was going with, like I was majorly going in depth with this one. I don't know why, but it's probably because I'm watching a lot of anime right now, and that's kind of where my mindset is for this show, Ancient Magnus Bride. That's where I was going. But I went ahead again, used some of the starlight projectors. We also have some sparkly flowers here. We have different lights. I did go ahead and use a filter on this one, which could have maybe not helped the photo. The things maybe I would change, I was actually trying to play with different like light peeking through the trees. So I do have trees. So just like they were, you know, you're in the woods and you have light coming through and it maybe shine, and I was catching it on her face. I love my character though. I think she's absolutely gorgeous. I love her makeup. I love that I also use some of the what skin effects, like she looks like she has some scales on her. I also used one of the new companions for the emotions. Maybe if I were to change anything, maybe not have too many of the because I think I have either 2 or 3 of the projectors in front of me, and maybe it helped make it too purpley. But I was trying to have like this ambiance of like a magic all around her, that sort of thing. So there are things that I could improve on and everything, but I still love the shot. I think it's a gorgeous shot. All right, and our last one is the DreamSnap annual celebration. So this one, we brought us back up to our 4,000 moonstones. I am so happy with this one. It was a little bit of a pain in the butt. I had so many characters. I mean, there are characters in here that aren't even on there. You can kind of see it's either Mickey or Minnie's hand is right over here. But I also had both of them in there. I had Donald, I had Daisy. So the amount I managed to go ahead and capture in here was great. I did take one shot first, and I had off over to the left here, I had Wally, I had Stitch and Nala. They were really interacting cute, but the fireworks went off and we had like a blinding spot right here. So I totally felt like it affected the shot too much, and we went ahead and retook it. But I did go ahead and kind of enclose Wally and Stitch. So I'm so happy though that they were still able to interact. They were free. They just weren't captured and closed. Everybody else was free roaming, and I love how the interactions with each other. The fireworks went off great. The only thing I would really change, to be honest, is put balloons here, but I can't because there is a water. There's river. We're going across a bridge here to go to the castles. I do have 3 castles, plus I think it's either this one or this one. We have Rapunzel's tower back there. I blended it in with the castle a little bit, but we have all those. I love this. 4,000 moonstones, and it was in the top 3 with 246 for rank and 91.48 for score. I did also go ahead and do the garage sale items back here. They are all hidden back behind the castle, but I really do love how this turned out, and I'm very happy with it, and I was so excited that I got back up to my 4,000 moonstones. So yeah. Well, everyone, that is my year of DreamSnaps. I do wish I had some of the ones that, you know, either I did submit or I wish I would have submitted every one, but you know, we can't have everything. So we should have to see what this next year brings with us for DreamSnaps. I hope we are all still inspired and we keep doing this, because I think it's really enjoyable. It does help us out for decorating, especially for those that maybe don't have, you know, like a vibe or an interest to decorate. I think these snaps help out for that. So yeah, I'm really enjoying this. So you guys, oh look, it's raining in the valley. Oh, sadness. So yeah, enjoy the rest of your day, guys. I would like to thank all of my subscribers, anyone who likes, comments, shares, my wonderful new members to my channel. You guys are making my channel everything that I would want it to be, and I appreciate your help so much. So thank you. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and we will see you at the next video. Bye.